Yes, so guys, welcome back to Gospel News. We are bringing you information back to back on the latest things happening. They say matter don't read now, so they speak to you now that Tinubu has been exposed in the United Kingdom. I say waiting they happen again. What's the problem? They say that many properties has been linked to the president-elect of Nigeria, will be Tinubu, that over 20 properties has been linked to him. As I speak to you right now, look at the headline here. At least 20 UK properties linked to Nigeria's president-elect Tinubu and his associates. This is another looting. I think I've shown a video of this matter in the past when this thing been the hot to Tinubu, we know you, we know your story. Now the thing where they talk about despite all this, they say Nigerian Nigerian police and every security agency in the country has turned deaf and blind eyes to all this corruption when our politicians they commit. And they say that in UK now, see nurses from Nigeria, we collect water. Over 500 Nigerian nurses and midwives working in UK could be sacked, deregistered after red flag shows likely fraud at Ibadan exam center. I said everything about this country. Now RNG. Now it make the country no get any recognition in any part of the world. You go just see and say, with your result, they go still they tell you, say, may you go school. With your driver's license, it is not regarded in Europe. It is because of all this wayo when our government officials, they do to favor their own people, where we say they know sabi book for the country. May we'll go into details, very, very small, and find out what's going on with this Tinubu's property there. That one not even they may important pass. Tinubu and associates linked to at least Mopeketempe 20 UK properties raises question around his wealth. Nigeria's president-elect Bola Tinubu will take office on May 29, 2023, and he has been linked to at least 20 properties in the United Kingdom. These properties were mostly purchased during Tinubu's tenure as governor of Lagos State. They don't loot that side down, no chai. Money where they go take develop the country. They go pack and go another place. Go they enjoy. Una no go develop on a country. Una go just they buy properties outside. Tell me how many UK officials, UK government officials, or America, or Europe, we don't come back their country money farm. Carry and come they buy a state for Nigeria. They. But our own politicians, they are all well known for this act of idiocy. Now, Tinubu, known as a major political kingmaker in Nigeria, was instrumental in the election of several governors, including the current president, Muhammadu Buhari. According to Bloomberg, his son, Oluwaseyi, is the primary shareholder of an Aranda Overseas Corporation, an offshore company that purchased contentious $10.8 million UK property in 2017. You know, even purchase some. These are the people who tell you that Nigeria's unity is non-negotiable, Nigeria's unity is indivisible, Nigeria must remain one because of what they are stealing, what they are looting from you. That's why you hear such statement. Premium Times, an organized crime and corruption reporting project, OCCRP Nigeria partner, discovered over a dozen properties linked to Tinubu, primarily acquired during his tenure as governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007. Tinubu's spokesperson has not responded to these revelations. At the time of the properties were purchased, when the properties were purchased, Nigeria was attempting to seize a London home owned by a Nigerian oil dealer who was facing corruption charges in both Nigeria and in the United States of America. Only Nigeria. If you see our politicians, so not just ordinary people, thieves. Steve Goodrich, head of research and investigations at Transparency International UK, said, If there are reasonable grounds to suspect these assets were bought with criminal funds, then they should be investigated. He went on to say that owning property through offshore companies is frequently done for the sake of secrecy. The link between Tinubu and various offshore companies has been revealed thanks to the Register of Overseas Entities, a new UK measure that identifies the true owners of offshore firms with property in the country. Through three offshore companies, Oladipo Løøting, a director of Aranda Overseas Corporation, the founder, director, and Aranda Resources Limited, is linked to up to 17 UK properties. If I say 9 Pekin, 9 be that one. Oh. The properties were acquired between 2004 and 2007 during Tinubu's tenure as governor of Lagos State. Now, that time, they be governor, they told us, oh, Tinubu was building Lagos, and I know see what in do. Now they build them. Igbo people now build Lagos. Go and see what Igbos are doing everywhere. Now bring development to Lagos. Igbos brought development to Lagos. Not be any Tinubu build anything. Now they see all those estates, all those Lekki, all those VI. Go see properties when Igbo people build for there. So now those things be the development when we they talk about. Show us how many houses when Tinubu built inside the Lagos. We'll see. His sons Aranda Overseas Corporation purchased flat 10A in the same building in 2011. Tinubu's associate Oladipo Løøting, a director of Aranda Overseas Corporation, signed the lease agreement. Løøting is also the founding director of Aranda Resources Limited, a Nigerian registered company in which Aranda Overseas Corporation owns a majority stake. On the see matter, go abeg, keep quiet there before I change matter for you. Several Nigerian politicians, including Babatunde Oraji Fashola, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and Adegboyega Oyetola, have ties to Aranda Resources Limited and Aranda Overseas Corporation. These politicians, according to the publication, have now responded to requests for comment on these matters. Now they say these people are as guilty as sin, guilty as charged. All our money, politicians just they carry them, they go overseas, they go invest. And the country have no roads, no schools, no light, nothing, no hospitals. But we are comfortable by the grace of God. We will do everything. We are moving this country forward. And when you get money here, you pack and go Obodo Oyibo. But Oyibo people know they pack their own, come here. Only we looting. See the crown where they say King Charles, the third now go where? The crown where they thief from Africa. They all these gold and jewelries we full the body of this crown. They not be for Africa, they say not for Africa. Now in the Tifa. Even South Africa now they cry for their own. May they bring and can't give them back. For where? They no agree bring them. They still use them, they do coronation. Waiting the thief for stolen jewelries. UK. You people should be ashamed of yourselves there. Now come Africa, come thief, loot, kill people because of their own God's given this thing. When I say, oh, now those ones, so now God don't forgive them. Now our own forefathers, they know they forgive. African man, wake up from mental slavery and know you're right. Because all these Oyibo people who now they put hope on. I'm not sure say they will rescue you. Now we can't go another side. They say over 500 Nigerian nurses, midwives working in UK could be sacked, deregistered after red flag shows likely fraud at Ibadan exam center. No be small matter be this one. Oh. Now they say that more than 500 Nigerian midwives and nurses working in the United Kingdom could be struck off following a probe into a test center in Nigeria. The Nursing and Midwifery Council said the registrations of those who passed exams at the center could be fraudulent or incorrect. An organization called Person VUE, which runs the CBT program on the NMC's behalf, recently alerted the regulator to anomalous data at one of its third-party CBT test centers in Ibadan, Nigeria. Daily Mail reports that person PUE stopped testing at this center immediately. A total of 512 people on the NMC register, around 5% of all on the register who qualified in Nigeria, took their CBT at that test center. They say that all the people will be say they run their test for that place before they qualify, come begin they go UK now, say fraud, their handle. The NMC is now writing to them to set out what has happened and to tell them they are opening cases to determine whether or not they gained fraudulent or incorrect entry to the register. It added that there are more people who have applied to join the register after passing their exam at the center, but have yet to be added to it. This is wala. They don't bust out for Nigeria. So we are still looking at the situation to see how this development will turn out to be. Now, they said the NMC said, our paramount concern is to maintain the integrity of the register to protect the public. At the same time, it is critical we approach any investigations about individuals objectively and transparently, avoiding any unfair discrimination. It's also important to remember that we've not yet made any determinations about individuals. Pearson Vue has reviewed all data relating to the NMC CBT for every test site globally, and there is no evidence of similar activity at any other site. So now this matter now they come the process to see whether our people go remain there. So in case if it happens, say they can't deport Nigerian nurses and midwives so from UK, say una no qualify, una know the reason. Now this one will say fraud been happened in do wuru for Ibadan CBT center where then they write test to qualify for this particular nursing something. No matter we they on board, now be that to this linked 20 UK properties alone could disqualify Tinubu of this inauguration. But we are in Nigeria now, where there is no rule of law, where fraud, stealing, looting is part of the qualifications you need to have to become a presidential candidate inside the country. Muna, let me know what they think about this issue on the comment section. And I will see you guys on the next one. Remain blessed and God bless you. Thank you.